weren't getting much traffic and you wanted to do something with it. And I had actually been out of the game for about 3 years. So we built that site and nothing happened. And I had to go back and say, what shifted? Well, what shifted was blogging. And as soon as we turned your site into a blog, things took off for you down there.
Yeah, it was a home run. In fact, it was 4 months after I started writing the blog on that I got a call from the London Financial Times. And they wanted to do an interview about what was happening in the Caribbean real estate. And I just tried to act not surprised. And I said, well, just curious, what caused you to call me? Well, we view you as the authority of what's happening in real estate down in the Caribbean. And it was totally a perception as opposed to reality at that time.
Wow.
And it was because of the blog.
Right. So we're in real estate, and I would say that we are, what do they call them, first early adopters. You and I are early adopters, wouldn't you say?
Well, I'm probably a late adopter, John, compared to you, because you had encouraged me to start blogging way before I did. And you said, well, I'm going to do an experiment and I'm going to start mentioning your name in a lot of my blogs. So when people would go and search for Jim Walberg, they would go to John Harper, not me.
Or the Harper team.
Or the Harper team. And
how's that working? Now you got your name back?
Yeah, well, when you brought that first commission check and showed me that this person was looking for Jim Walberg and they found out.
That didn't happen.
I said, I better get on this game. And it took me a year to get you off of the first page of Google for Jim Walberg.
Right.
And that's what got me into it.
But you are...
I was going to say, you guys are drastically different in that you, and I don't want to say drastically, but are you closing deals because of the internet?
Well, this year, 70% of our business came from the internet.
Yeah, I would say that ours is nowhere near that volume. Just off of Facebook, it's probably 10% of our business just off of Facebook.
So, number of deals?
8 this year.
So, given that, we are closing deals from our internet activity.
Absolutely.
But here's where you're very different. SEO, Facebook.
Right.
Well, not only Facebook, we have not paid a nickel since 2005 for SEO. It's been through the strategies of just practicing on blogging.
How do you go about using SEO and creating those business opportunities?
Well, I think the big thing is not so much the SEO, but it's trying to keep abreast of how technology is changing, how marketing is changing, and trying to evolve our site to be on that leading edge. And we've been talking today for hours about social media, the importance of that, and video. And you know, we're rebuilding our site. We're, again, you know, every couple of years, it's a total rebuild. Jim's a hit on Facebook for the same reason Jim's a hit just walking around Danville. You know, he's a personal guy. He's just himself there. He has fun with people. You know, he has fun doing what he's doing. And people like to have fun. There's too much doom and gloom and too much cynicism. And people reach out and want to contact Jim because, if nothing else, you're going to have had a pleasant conversation that day with someone.
And we like to work with people we like.
Right. Do you recall where we met?
I think officially what you did was you said, hey, I want to have dinner. You're local. I want to have dinner or cocktails or something. Would you come meet me? With a couple of other people too. It wasn't just the two of us.
Oh, Reggie and Nick.
And you invited, I think it was more than that as well. Right. And just to, you know what, let's just go have cocktails and just talk.
I think that's right.
That may have been the first time.
Made some connections online and wanted to get face-to-face with some people. Mm-hmm. And so then the Harper team hired you for some stuff we were doing at that time. And we will still consult with you. And I mean, that's why I'm down here this time, because keeping up with technology is a challenge, isn't it? And the real estate industry has been changing leaps and bounds, and it's a challenge.
Yeah.